him, I'm not going to say much about the game on Sunday, um, which was a West Coast home game. It was crazy. Steelers in LA on the West Coast. It's a home game. Home game for the Steelers. It's crazy. It's crazy. The end of the game, when the game gets tight, you had the terrible towels. There were so many terrible towels. It was just crazy. Well, I must say that there are a lot of doubters, Kenny Pickett doubters. Um, but all he does is win. You know, yes, he's got a terrible passer rating. He did pretty well yesterday, though. But now he's got his weapons back. DJ and Pickens they were astonishing. Let's just say astonishing. And Kenny has a real rhythm with George, who has now become wide receiver one. Let's just keep it above. And there's no argument. There's no discussion anymore. Pickens has taken over that role. It was through injury, but come on, it was going to happen anyway. But DJ is still the best route runner in the NFL. He might not be the best receiver because he still has problems with drops, but he's always open. Like Ben Roethlisberger said, he's always open. Yeah, and the defense played a normal Steeler game. T.J. Watt had one tackle. That's it, one tackle. He did have an interception, though. And he did have a couple of pressures. Antonio Highsmith had a couple of pressures. Quan Alexander is all over the field. Joey Porter Jr. is, locking down receivers. And, my goodness, Minka Fitzpatrick. Ooh, wow. He can hit. And he did a lot of hitting on Sunday. And to be at 4-2 is not where a lot of people thought the Steelers would be right now, especially with wins over Cleveland and Baltimore. So, everybody's talking about how Baltimore ran up the score on Detroit, who everybody thought was a world beater. They came back to earth. Miami came back to earth. So now it's Steelers are right there in the mix. I know it's early. We're still in the first third of the season. But, the Steelers, hey. Their outlook for the Steelers looks pretty good for a winning season, a playoff berth, and who knows, with wins already, they're already 2-0 in the division. So, 2-0 in the division is pretty good. I don't know if they're going to win the division outright. They still have the Bengals twice. They got the Browns again, and they have Baltimore again. But who knows? I mean, Cleveland is better now than they were when we played them, and Baltimore is better now than when we played them. But hey, Kenny Pickett is getting better every game, more comfortable, and I think that the running game is starting to gel. Matt Canada, he's going to be here for the whole season, which is, and we're still going to play boring football, except on third and long, which we're always in third and long. Matt Canada has not come up with any, schemes or anything like that excite anybody, that fool anybody. We don't move anybody. Everybody's base defense. They don't have to change any personnel. It's boring, flat, and predictable. And we have been ever since Matt Canada has been the OC. We're 30th in offense. I mean, 30th. Only 32 games. That's horrible. It's horrible. You know, the Steelers have always been able to run the ball. And it seems with Matt Canada, we can't run the ball. We can't pass the ball. So for 3 years, it's looked the same. Now, something has to change. You know, the easiest thing to change is moving on from Matt Canada. You know, Byron Leftwich is out there saying he wants to come join the staff, and I think that would be an amazing pickup. And I'm sure the negotiation would go pretty easy. He wants to be, you know, a Steeler coach. Put him on the staff. You know, let's get an offense moving. You know, we need some better looks. We need some motion. We need some better routes. We need to get to trap. You know, the history of the Steeler running game has been traps. You know, power football, and be able to run out the clock at the end of the game. We haven't been able to do that. We were lucky yesterday that there was an issue with Kenny Pickett, that Los Angeles didn't have another timeout. If they had had another timeout, they would have challenged that call, and that call might have been overturned. But we were lucky. I'm not saying that Los Angeles would have scored, but it would have given them the ball back with 2 minutes to go in the game, and on a short field. So I'm not saying that Los Angeles would have won or anything like that. I'm just saying that we shouldn't have to sweat like that when running out the clock. We should be able to just move the football. 4th and 1 shouldn't be, you know, that difficult. You know, we're going to need to improve in a lot of different areas. But most of the improvement has to come on the offensive side of the ball. And I do think that they're going to have to speed up the tempo of their play calling and not wait till, you know, to get the plays in. Not wait till the clock is at 2 or 1 to get the play off. I mean, move, get some, start going up tempo, play fast break football. Look at other teams like Miami, some of the better offenses, Miami, Kansas City. They get up and get it. They get up, get to the line, call a play. Sometimes they call a play with 15 seconds on the clock. Why are they, you know, let's go. Let's run it. You know, fast break, 2-minute drill. Let's go. Well, this has been the Steeler rant for me for this week. Week 7 in the NFL. And thanks for watching. If you like the content, like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Deuces.